What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's Gigi and I'm back with another video. So today's video is basically a calm educative video. I'm going to be talking about the things I wish I knew before studying medicine. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you've been here before, I love you genuinely. Like, comment, share, and also ask me questions down in the comment section based on my experience. So basically in this video, like I said, and according to the title, I'm going to be talking about the things I wish I knew before studying medicine. These are stuff I feel like a lot of people don't know, and I feel like a lot of people should be aware about before making the decision to like go into med school or jump into med school. So I have 15 and hopefully I can actually go through them, but the ones I can't go into, I'm going to comment them down in the comment section. So without wasting more time, let's get into this video. So yeah, I wrote them down on my iPad thanks to my friends. They also contributed to like the stuffs here. Okay, number one, how long the process actually is. I feel like a lot of people are not aware that it's not just 6 years. A lot of us don't know how long this process is. Like even our parents send us to med school and they're like, okay, my dad will ask me like, okay, after these 6 years, like, are you going to become a gynecologist? And I'm like, no, that is not, it's not just the 6 years. There's something called residency. There's something called housemanship. So it's like learning and learning and learning. And I feel like this is what a lot of people don't know. So basically, after these 6 years of med school, you learn this pre-clinicals and clinicals where you start doing the rotations in the like hospital and everything. And then there's housemanship. I don't know necessarily what it is, but it's just more like perfecting your clinical like part of university, I think, something like that. And then after housemanship, you go into residency. So residency is where you now actually choose to specialize that, oh, I want to study or I want to focus more on pediatrics or orthopedics or gynecology, all this other stuff. So residency based on the different like areas have different years. So after med school of 6 years, you have housemanship and then you have residency. So I feel like a lot of people are not aware of the process, and people like give themselves or like motivate themselves by saying, oh, like at the end of the day it's just 6 years, after 6 years I'm done. So you're really not necessarily done, and I feel like this is what I want people to know. Like everybody needs to research. I don't know how the whole like situation goes in Nigeria here. I don't know what's the step by step in Nigeria, because by the grace of God I'm not looking forward to studying here at all. So I don't know, and I can't give like detailed process, but I'm just giving like advices on like things I wish I want you to like research on before making your decision. So that's one. Two, how difficult and hard it is. Let's be for real. I feel like everybody tells you, oh, med school is actually difficult, medicine is a hard course, you need to read. But it's like telling somebody that, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a simple illustration. It's like telling somebody that is going to take an injection that is painful, but you don't really tell them how painful it is. Or it's like telling a mother that is about to, go through like labor or push a baby that are like, you feel contractions, but nobody really tells you like how bad the contractions are. So nobody really tells you how difficult it is. So they just say it's hard. So a lot of people feel like, oh, a lot of people feel like, oh, it's hard, don't worry, I can do it, I'm a smart kid, I got 99. That was my perspective in secondary school. It's not like I was so confident in myself, but it was more, I'm a science student, I don't want to do engineering, so obviously I have to do medicine, and at the end of the day I'm smart, I'm an A student in secondary school. But that's not what it takes you to actually go through the 6 years of school. So nobody really tells you how difficult it is. Like it's stressful, it drains you, it's like, it's not so hard in my opinion, because I'm getting to love it, right? It's not so hard. It's just, it requires a lot, and I feel like a lot of people do not go into the intention with giving a lot. A lot of people feel like, oh, at the end of the day, like, you still party university, but like med school takes that part away from your life. Like, let's be honest, like, don't let anybody deceive you. Like, genuinely, that's what I feel. So yeah, it's hard and it's actually very difficult. Like, it needs you to put a lot. It's not impossible, it's not unachievable, but it actually does require a lot that I feel like people downplay a lot. So that's number two. Number three, whether you like it or not, medicine affects your lifestyle and it's a sacrifice you have to be willing to pay. like taking me back to what I said in number two, like people come into university with the idea of balling, like, partying because I didn't get this in my secondary school, having my phone 247, going to parties. But it really takes that from your lifestyle. Like, let's be honest, people will tell you, oh, you have breaks, like it's not that, but you really don't necessarily have the best breaks moving from 400 level. So I'm not going to speak on that per se because I'm still in 300. I want to give you based on my experience so far. So I don't want to give you like stuffs that are not facts per se. But it's difficult. Like it really is difficult to live the lifestyle of like a baller. Like genuinely, you have to sit down, you have to stay focused. Because it's not like secondary school where people actually tell you that, oh, like, okay, it's prep time, come and read. But here you actually have to tell yourself that, goodness, I have to read so time, so hours a day, so time during this day. I have to sit my ass down. Sometimes you give yourself excuses because I'm so good at doing that. It's like, goodness, now, but you just finished writing an exam. You just had a whole class day. You don't need to stress. You can take a chill pill, like you can rest. So it really takes away from that lifestyle. You can be a baller. You can be outside, but when it's like you're outside but with consequences back home, because it's like you have to now take up 6 to 8 hours of reading because or more I've missed it partying outside. So it really doesn't give you that life where it's like you're comfortable, where there's a balance. Like you actually have to struggle to find the balance, in my opinion. This is just my opinion and what I feel like I wish I actually knew. Number four, passion will get you your degree. Let's be real. You can love medicine and you can still fail. You need to work hard. And that's facts. So people say, oh, you have passion. You need to have passion. Yes. Passion will keep you going. Passion will make you like, if you fail, I need to go forward because this is not the end. That's what passion will do for you. But passion is not going to make you get that A in that exam. Passion is not going to make you be the top of your class. Because a lot of people have passion. A lot of people are there for like different reasons. So like, let's be real with ourselves. Like, let's not lie. Like, passion really won't make you be an A student. Like, it will drive you, it will discipline you, it will tell you, okay, you know what? I think, like, to me, passion is more the process to be an A student than, like, you need to work hard, let's be for real, because it's passion that will drive you to work hard. So, like, there's a difference between, like, there are lots of people that don't even have passion for this course and are, like, top there, top there, top there. So, the difference between you and them it's not much. So you really have to sit yourself down. You really have to work hard. You really have to set goals, and all this different stuff. So that's four. I don't want to like take so much time because I want to really get through all of them because all of them here are actually very important. So number five says medicine isn't really a money maker, it's just a service of humanity. Okay. You know what? I know a lot of people are going to eat me like, no, medicine, you make money, you're rich. But it's a process. It's a long process. You don't make money after these 6 years. You really have to work. Like, residency is not going to make you the rich doctor. You have to have finished the residency. You have to have, like there's a whole process. So it's really more of a service to humanity and a service to humanity and a service to humanity before you actually make your money. I'm not saying it's not going to make you money, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's not quick money. Like if you want quick cash, what are you doing here? Like you won't find it easily. So it's actually a process. You need to sit yourself down. You need to work hard. You need to take the money side. Okay, maybe it's going to motivate you in the sense of, in how many years I'm going to be this, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be that. No problem. But it's not necessarily the fastest. It's definitely not the fast. It's not what's necessary. It's not the fastest way to make money if that's what you're here for. Because a lot of people come with the idea of I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be a doctor. That's what your parents will tell you, like white collar jobs. See doctors, see lawyers, they are rich. But it's a process. It's a long process that I feel like a lot of people that are pushed here, like are pushed to, study medicine, don't really realize. So that's five, right? Six says don't buy textbooks, just get the PDF. From my own understanding, generally don't buy textbooks. Like there are textbooks where obviously like there are PDFs of them, just download them. There are people that have them downloaded. They're like people you can like easily get it from. So because textbooks are actually so expensive. But these are for people that like are okay with like reading from like, your iPad or your phone. There's some people that they'll actually rather have the actual book. But it's like, why though? Because it's more expensive, it's more money. Like if you want to genuinely get all your textbooks, you're looking at a good over 100 or 200. Now the economy is like crazy. So like, save your parents money. The school fees is already expensive. You don't have to get all that textbook. You can get, PDFs. You can even highlight. You can make kid notes on your textbook. It's like, it's easier that way, and I feel like that way it's more easy to carry around. Because I have my anatomy like textbook here, and like if I just want to scroll to so page, I just check for what I highlighted. I feel like it's just easier to me, and it's like saving thousands of naira. So yeah, that's number 6. Number 7, absolutely nothing can prepare you for the stress. Let's allow that. Absolutely nothing can prepare you for the stress. Like, let's be real with ourselves. Nothing will prepare you for this stress. It's so stressful. It's draining. Like, sometimes you question why you're here a lot. Like, you just be like, why am I here? God, is this my part? God, if I'm to do nothing, give me a sign. Like, I should do that a lot, because it's not the easiest journey for real. Like, that's why you when I say you have to put your mind to it, it's like you have to be dedicated to the whole process, because you fail, you will pass, but don't let that bring you down. Like, don't let that's not the end of the world. There are lots of people that failed and are still doctors. Like, failing is just, we may really just be a part of the process. So it's actually very stressful. Moving on to number 8, you don't have that much time to actually figure out where you want to live, where you want to work, what international exams you want to write, unless it's like you really do have somebody that is like that has gone through this process, and it's like, okay, goodness, okay, you need to write the USMLE, you need to write this, you need to write this if you want to go to this place, if you want to go to that place. So you really don't have like so much time, or like, to figure it out. So let's be for real. Like, okay, doing like my research, my present researches on like where to study, what exam you need to write, I found out that like the most effective way, I think in my opinion, to write the USMLE exam to America is in your 400 level after, because that's where you do the pharmacology, which is like, one of them predominant questions in like the USMLE exam. So it's like, okay, if you're writing USMLE, right, in 400 level, so bear in mind 400 level is like the beginning of your clinicals. So you do really have time to say, okay, you know what, I've gone through the different areas of medicine. I've seen the pediatric section, I've seen the, the orthopedic, I've seen the this, I've seen the that, to actually say, okay, you know what, I'm writing to America, or I'm writing to UK, or like, you get all this kind of stuff. And it's like the exams are so expensive, because somebody will be like, at the end of the day, like, you can just write, and then if you think, oh, you don't want to go to this place, you can just, switch to, this country. But the exams are so expensive to write. So it's like they're reaching like a good 5 million. So nobody's going to want to pay 5 million for somebody that is unsure of where you're, like, you need to have gathered facts. You need to have said, okay, no, I want to go to this place, I'm sure of this, I'm sure of. So you really don't have that much time to like figure it out. Look at me now. Me and my friends started researching in like 300 level, and we're like, okay, no, I want to stay here, I want to stay here, like, I want to, it's like, it's really a difficult process. So I feel like, it's all this stuff you should really start early, like what it actually entails. And also, like, I just want to note that this video is not to discourage anybody from studying medicine. I'm not here to give you disadvantages on studying medicine or and getting into the med school. I'm just letting you know, I feel like stuff that, okay, if you genuinely want to get to med school, like, you need to sit down and say, oh, have I ticked this box, have I checked here, have I checked here, and have I checked there. So basically, that's what it is. That's number 8. So number 9, med school teaches you patience, because you see your mates finish and get jobs and cars, but you still be writing exams in school. Let's be real, you guys. I'm in my 3rd year, right? I have people that will literally come when I'm in my 3rd year and finish before me, because they're studying a 3-year course or a 4-year course, or an accelerated stuff like they do in some universities. So it's like so sad. It's like, damn, like, I want to be getting my car, I want to, like, there's different stuff, like everybody's life that is not, in your own category too. It's kind of like, let me not say accelerated, but it's like before you, and you're just here struggling, like, okay, like, what's next for me? I'm still in school, my mates are, you're attending everybody's convocation, and you're just there like what's going on in my own life. So it really teaches you patience. Like, sometimes the driving force for people is that, oh, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to make money. Genuinely, we're going to get there. And to all my people studying medicine, we're going to be rich one day. Whatever your goal is, like, we're actually going to achieve it. But it's like, it really takes a lot. Like, it takes a lot of discipline. Like, so that's number 9. Number 10, you have to work hard to pass. Just because you're smart and you understand easily doesn't mean you automatically do well. The information is too much to finish anything or to finesse anything. Let's be real. Let's be too real here, you guys. If you say you listen in class, and you grasp fast, that's not for med school. If you think, oh, you study 1 hour, that's not for med school. If you think you will study a week to the exam and everything will enter sharp sharp, that's not for med school. That's not for this area. That's not for this category. They don't need you here because it's too much. There's too much stuff you're learning. Let's be real in Nigeria. There's too much stuff you're learning at a particular time, a very short amount of time to be saying you want to revise. Like a lot of people in secondary school, revision week was the reading week for a lot of people. But here, how dare you? In med school, like here, like okay, you can say 100 level, but 200 level slaps you. Let's be real. People say you're seeing 200 level, but you're learning a lot of stuff. Like then you like you're in upper limb, they're in lower limb. You're in abdomen, they're in pelvic. Like you're just like what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So like you can't finesse anything here. You can't say, oh, like, don't worry, I'll go out and then I'll come back and I'll read. Like, be real with yourself. Number 11, make time for your friends, for going out, having fun, and especially in your preclinical like classes. That's 100 level, 200, 300 level. Like, I know I said, okay, I'm not saying, I know you will be like, so you said don't be partying. No, that's not what I said. As a human being, what's that saying? They said, something, if you read too much, I don't even need to say it anymore. But it's like you still have to take time. You still have to, like, even if it means going on walks, even if it means going to swim, even if it means just going to get food or going to get drinks, like, you need to make time for your friends. Like, there's life outside medicine. There's life outside this. Like, you have to make time for your friends. You have to make friends too. Like, you can't come here and be alone now. You can't come here and with the mindset I'll do it on my own. There's some people in secondary school, they were very isolated. No problem. But here, you need, like, even if they're not like friends, right? Step one, just make people that okay, you don't understand. You can say, oh, like, okay, please, I need advice. Like, do you understand this area? I don't understand this area. Or make genuine friends that can say, goodness, you need to get from your bed. You've not read for 2 days, or you've not read for, like, you need people to actually check up on you. There's only little you can motivate yourself, for real. Like, let's be real. So there's only little you can do for yourself. There's only little you can say, goodness, the goal is to do this. Like, you need people to say, like, girl, you're reading 6 hours, no, read 8. You didn't read last week, or you need people to checkmate you. So you really need to make friends. You can't come here and say, like, you can't come here with the I'll do it all on my own, or I can do it all on my own, like, mentality. Definitely. 12, you need to know that your schedule is not flexible. It's not flexible. Like I said, what I've been hearing from 400 level, you really don't have them breaks, like them summer breaks. We don't do that all over here. Like 300 level, like this 300 level summer. If I was an outside girl, I would say we're outside, because it's like this is like the summer. Like, this is the summer that, like, you can, like, enjoy. So it's like I really don't have so much break. Your schedule is not flexible. Like, we now, our classes start 8:30 and it ends by 5.
Also, what I mean by we don't have breaks is that for med school, in my school, we do study in modules. So let's say you finish your module 7 exam on Friday, the next Monday you start module 8. So you barely just have the weekend. There's no time to, like, catch yourself or, like, rest or anything. So you really don't have breaks over here.
It doesn't really end by 5 most days. Sometimes your Pascal finishes early, but that's what the timetable is certified for. So you really don't have time to say, okay, or because on weekends, like, you're trying to catch up, like, and read. Like, there's just, your schedule is really not flexible. Let's be real. 13, it says there are no breaks. Like I've already mentioned, there are no, like, much breaks, like, compared to other students. Like, they're resuming 1 week late. If you resume 1 week late here, you just come and be seeing, like, when, like, you just be confused, like, help me, Lord. So there are no breaks. 14, make sure you're doing medicine for yourself. I feel like this should have even been the first one. Make sure you're doing medicine for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's human you're dealing with. Like, it's humans you're dealing with, and you can't be a useless or quack doctor. Like, a lot of us, our parents have told us, like, you can do it now. You, my smart kid, when you were small, you used to like them stethoscopes, you used to like the white coats, you even did that, or they'll say, okay, career day, you choose, all this stuff. I see potential in you. Please, you have to see the potential in yourself before anybody. Nobody can really tell you, oh, like, okay, do it for mommy, do it for daddy. You can't do you do other courses for mommy and daddy here. you're doing it for yourself and only yourself, because you have 6 years. You have 2 years of housemanship, but you want your housemanship NYSC. You have a couple, 3, 4, 5 years, or even 6 of residency. So please, how long? How long? Even your parents will say, is this the process? A lot of people are not aware. A lot of your parents are pushing you here to do white collar jobs. They don't know what the process actually entails. So be real with yourself. Like, choose yourself. Genuinely, if you feel like you can't do it, sit yourself down. What are the pros? What are the cons? Why do I feel like I can't do it? Is it just me being lazy? Is it just me being this? Like, you genuinely have to push. You genuinely have to sit. Like, you're the only one. You cannot lie to yourself. So you just have to sit down and say, okay, what do I want to do? So really just do it for yourself. Don't let anybody say, I saw this in you when you were small. That was then. Told them that was then. See, now I want to be a this, I want to be a that. So choose yourself, because it's like lifetime of learning. This learning doesn't stop. So like, if you know you're not dedicated to the process, jackpot. Number what? 16. These 6 years will pass. Don't look at other people. So let's be sweet, yes. Like, 6 years will pass. Don't look at your mates that, okay, they're doing accelerated 3 year course, 4 year course. It's like, God, when's my time? I want to go. I'm taking pictures with people that are my mates that are convocating. This is my classmates now working in this. Your own time will come. Like, 6 years actually fly by fast. Like, even if the 6 years is not really all that it requires, but it will actually fly by fast. Like, now I'm in my third year. I just remember, like, coming to 100 level on a random day and meeting my first roommates or my first maths class. Like, I literally never forget. I have a snap of it. It's like, how am I here? Like, how have I finished studying head and neck? How have I finished studying limbs, abdomen? Like, how am I here? So it's actually going to pass in Jesus' name. Amen. Number 16, right? So I added more like when I took a break. So I was like, okay, it's just an advice basically. If you want to get a proper like studying device, like a phone and iPad, I'll advise you genuinely to get an iPad instead of a laptop. You ask me why. So why basically? In the long run, the iPad will be more conducive, if that's the word. Like, you can easily scribble, like if the lecturer is, or your clinical times, like they're like talking and you need to jot like fast. Like, it's easier to read on to me, because it's like, you don't know how I'm grateful for my mom for getting this for me, because it's like it's taking a lot of weight over my shoulder. Like, some days, like, it's like I want to read 100 slide note, but it's like I believe that is I understand better with writing. So it's like, imagine writing. I literally write almost everything when I read. I'm that type of person. So it's like, now I can just highlight, I can make cute notes, I can essentially please my brain with, like different stuff, like for real. So genuinely, I think an iPad will be more conducive in the long run than in MacBook or a laptop or whatever like you're thinking. Then number 16, which I think is the last one. So I've come to the last one. No matter how big, okay, this one was from Nana. She said, no matter how big and bad you think that exam is, there is a bigger and badder one waiting for you the next year, or the next module, or the next semester, or in the future. Like, don't, that's not the end though. You think head and neck is what? Enter neuro. You think neuro is what? Enter pharmacology. So there's always like, it's not, I'm not discouraging you, but you know, you have to be real. It is what it is. So yeah, I think I've come to the end. I genuinely hope I didn't forget anything like important, but if I did and I recall, I'm going to comment them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, ask me questions, anything you literally want to know. I help people reach out to me on Instagram, like for advice or what they need to know. Like, I'm down to help. And to you that my students, I believe in you, and we can all do it. Just put your mind to it. It really takes a lot of dedication. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing impossible with God. There's not Medicine is not bigger than God. Okay, so if you think you can do it, you do it. Okay, and I believe in you. So yeah, that's advice from Gigi. Get this to your friends. Like, if you don't think like this video is related to you, people you think that are struggling with like decision making, like send this to them. Like, this is really going to help a lot of people. And yeah, I hope you liked this. I hope you got good advices. If you disagree with some of the points here, comment down below. We can have a convo. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you want to see next in my YouTube video. I absolutely enjoyed doing this because I really don't want people to fall into the trap that I may have followed me. But with that, this is the end of this video. I love you guys and see you in my next YouTube video.